Hey guys, I am sick, so I feel terrible, but we're just gonna go for it. So this week I'm gonna be making just a super informational video. It's not gonna be super fun or anything like that. If you're a rising junior, this would probably be something that's useful or informational to you and something that you might be interested in watching. I don't know if I've done this before for like any other year because I feel like freshman and sophomore year weren't super significant. Like maybe freshman year was. Junior year is stereotypically like hell year, you know? I'm just gonna talk about my junior year and give you like advice and talk about the year as a whole so you guys get like a realistic idea of what junior year is actually like. I've always taken all honors classes. Freshman year I could only take one AP and then I took all honors, and then sophomore year I took one AP and then all honors because I think that's all I could fit on my schedule. This past year I took 3 APs and 1 IB class. IB is supposedly more rigorous than AP. I don't know, I thought it was kind of the same. And then I took all honors for the rest of my classes except for orchestra because orchestra isn't an honors class. It was a little more challenging. I would say first semester was a lot more difficult for me just because I had a lot of personal stuff going on first semester and that made it more difficult to balance school on top of everything else and also extracurriculars and everything that I have going on. Second semester was a lot easier for me personally, and just because of that I feel like my semester went better as a whole. My grades were a lot higher second semester. After like March, all of my extracurriculars kind of died down a little bit and it's a lot easier to focus on like finals and projects and everything that's just closing in the year. Even though everyone says junior year is hell, I don't necessarily think it is hell. It really depends on what classes you choose and your work ethic. You have to really think about balancing school with being social and what's more important to you. I'm a very social person, so I go out like every weekend. I always keep Sundays for doing all of my work. Like I will spend the whole day doing my work on Sunday. Maybe you think Sunday is last minute, but I think last minute is perfectly fine as long as you're putting the right amount of effort into that last minute. So however you get it done, get it done. But ultimately, whether or not your year sucks is up to you. If you're taking all APs, that's probably gonna be really hard. I couldn't take all APs. I probably would have if I could have, but I didn't have room to take all APs this year. And this isn't to say like, oh, I'm so smart or anything like that. I just prefer to take more high-level classes. And some of you guys are like that, some of you guys are not like that. That's totally okay. When you pick your schedule, it's really important to pick what's best for you and what you think you can handle for that year. So that's why junior year can either be really good or really bad depending on what you choose to do. I am really bad at multiple choice, and I have always known that. I can write you a really good essay, I can write a really good FRQ, but I am just not good at multiple choice. I need a lot of practice for it. I've taken the SAT twice now, I'm taking it again tomorrow, and the biggest advice that I want to give to anyone that hasn't started preparing for it is that the earlier you start preparing, the better. I wish I had started taking classes after freshman year and then through sophomore year because I would just feel more prepared. I started taking classes this year and I've already significantly seen improvement in my understanding of like different concepts and strategies, and so it's important to prepare for the SAT. Some people don't need to prepare. Some people are just really good at test taking naturally and they understand and it just comes easy to them. I have to work really hard to do decently on something. It sucks. That's just the way I am. It's different for everyone. I personally struggle a little bit more, but SAT, definitely start preparing as soon as possible. I have never taken the ACT. I've heard from my friends that it's a lot easier, but it's also a lot faster. So if you're someone that's more endurance driven, then maybe that's for you. I am very slow at math, so I need a lot more time. I might take the ACT once just to see what it's like, but I'm definitely gonna focus on SAT because that's what I've been preparing for this whole time. So, and you absolutely don't need to take both. Like you only need to take one. Some people just like to take the ACT. That's totally okay. It's all about preference. So whatever you choose, you can focus in on one of them, or you can take both. We got pulled into our counselor's office at the beginning of junior year. Our counselors asked us what colleges we were interested in. I haven't even really made a solid list yet of what schools I'm applying to. I know 3 schools for sure that I'm applying to. The rest I'm still kind of deciding. That's one big thing. You get pulled out like one by one from class, and your counselor also tells you your rank if you ask for it. I didn't ask for mine, so I didn't get it until later because one of my teachers was recommending me for a program, and to recommend me she needed my rank, so she knew it and then she told me, so I do know my rank. And then you also talk about what scholarships you're eligible for. Where I live, there's a lot of good opportunities, and so I was informed about those and which ones that I currently am eligible for. Driving has been so nice. If you are thinking about whether or not you want to drive to school, if you are able to, definitely do it. It just makes everything so much more accessible. You don't have to worry about calling your parents or getting a ride from a friend ever, because if you have to stay after school, if you have to come early, it's really nice. And I have a couple friends that haven't gotten their permit yet. That's a slap in the face. You guys gotta get your permit. Anyway guys, I hope this helped at least a little bit. I don't know if you guys like got anything out of it, but I just thought maybe talking about it would be of some benefit. If this video helped, please give it a thumbs up. That helps out a lot. Subscribe because I upload videos every Saturday and you do not want to miss out. Other than that, I'm gonna go, so I will see you guys next week with another video. So until then, Bye.